Welcome back to Of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and the 5 of you are now level 7.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Nolan, you know what that means, right?
We got to roll for our health.
Roll for health.
Let's do it. Okay, I rolled a 3.
I got a 4.
I'm getting in on this.
Oh, you're rolling 2?
Really?
Okay.
You rolled a 2.
A 2.
A 2 out of 8. Oof.
I don't like rolling dice, so I just take the average.
Yeah, that's the
That's
smart way to
what most
do this.
people do.
Sarek, you took the average as well.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right for him.
Yeah, he's too systematic, right?
Yep.
Makes sense.
I don't mean to brag, but I'm sitting at 31 HP.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
big
wouldn't
spender.
brag if I really.
Who's got the highest HP at this table? Is it Aaron?
Finian, you mean?
Whatever.
God, I hope it's not me. I have 48.
If Aaron has 56 hit points, he's going out to do some battle today.
Where are you sitting at, JR?
42.
I'm 34.
Oh, wow. So,
I do have the most hit points.
Yeah,
by
you're a
lot.
tank.
I have 56 hit points. Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, I can get an extra 28 with my Halo of Spores.
Plus
Ew.
your
Durgus
wild
level
shape.
up?
I mean, you're just a
I'm a tank. I can't do a ton of damage, but I can take it.
Yep.
And I can recover it.
Did Durgus level up?
Yeah, Durgus levels up with him.
Nice.
He doesn't gain anything when he levels up.
Poor Durgus.
Hey, everyone. Good to be back. Excited to finally meet Sensei. I should also mention that my name is Nolan. So there's that. Something interesting that I realized. Okay, so necromancers, they're always depicted as like scrawny, like really thin, bony.
Yeah.
Like gross looking mages. That actually doesn't make sense. Necromancers should be like really buff. And do you know why?
Why?
Because of all their deadlifting.
oh, wow.
That was actually pretty good.
For once, I actually put a smile on my face.
I'm Greg, and I play J.R. Ranstar, and that's all I got for you.
I'm Rachel. I play Tana. I'm here with my emotional support animal, Terrence, the cockatoo. He's my emotional support animal because I give him a lot of emotional support. He's a pretty neurotic bird. So we will be posting a picture of him eating my prestidigitation card, which I was unable, unfortunately, to use prestidigitation on to fix. Wow, say that word 3 times fast.
I can't say it one time.
I can't just try it. I can't do it. If I think about it, it ruins it. Hi, this is Aaron, and I have 10 hit points, which means I probably shouldn't go out to battle today.
You, Aaron, the person.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you figure that out?
I just rolled for it this morning.
I was going to say I hit him 10 times and then he knocked.
That's right, then I'm out. But Finian's doing really well in that department. He is a tank, but he's going to be back there casting and hurling healing spells at you guys while you take damage. Have fun with that.
Hey, I'm Sarek. I play Heen, the Scion Gith. And I guess I'll end this with a public service announcement. Make sure you back up your files, because even if they're on Google Drive, because my permissions got changed and I lost a book I was writing. This was the second time I've more or less rewritten it, and it's gone. So yeah, just don't do what I did. It was an interesting weekend.
Maybe third time is the charm.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see.
Fingers crossed, right?
It's on the indefinite
Yeah.
back burner now.
I have 14 books backed up in like 4 places. So I cry for you inside. On that note, I'm taking Joey's line.
I don't care. No, that's fine.
Everybody raise your glasses, please. Here's to us that are here, to you that are there, and the rest of us everywhere. Cheers.
Cheers. Chapter 17. The Moving Monastery. Last time, the so-called Noodles and Company spared a mage's life who accidentally summoned a sea monster in Anchorfront. They encountered seekers on the road, though Mo's quick or slow thinking saved the day. In the town of Applestead, bodies were being hanged from an apple tree, and shortly after you arrived, so too did the Moving Monastery. As Mo runs ahead, 2 men tackle him to the ground before he can reach the horse-drawn carriage. One wears a full uniform, complete with shoes. His black hair is slicked back. The other wears gi and pants, and his shaved head is deeply sunburned. One of them, the black-haired one, laughs right in your ear as the three of you have formed a dog pile on the ground. Hell, Sensei said you was alive, but I didn't believe him.
No, I definitely died, man, but I'm back. I'll like try and get him in a headlock and give him a noogie and stuff as we're all fighting on the ground.
The other guy has pants. Does that mean he's a higher rank than you?
Yeah, and shoes. He's like
shoes.
He's
like
fancy
way
living.
high ranking
Yeah.
in the moving monastery. That's amazing.
Instead of belts, it's pants.
Yeah. he hasn't
It's like
Fancy
stretchy
shoes.
sweat.
he hasn't earned his belt yet. He outmaneuvers your headlock and gets you in one,
I'll try and fight it, but he's clearly more skilled.
and then he'll help you up.
It's been so long, you guys. I'll bring him in for like a group hug.
The two of them will hug you, and the taller one with the sunburn will be holding back tears. We thought you died.
Oh no, I definitely died, man. Like I was dead. Did you guys like? I don't know how that was. My body still in the monastery? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, we had a funeral and everything. Buried you by Skystead.
Oh, back at home?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. No, man, things got wild on the other side. Have you guys ever died before? I don't know. I don't think you have, right?
No, neither of us have died.
Oh, no, it's a horrible experience. Actually, you guys will get to meet my new friends. I met them all in the Path of Malice where I ended up.
They start to introduce themselves to you, Tana, but a chime interrupts them. And all at once, every monk in camp turns to face the carriage and gives a deep bow.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, you'll say that, but I'm already bowing.
I'll look around, and I'll try and bow way too low.
I'm just standing there with my hand on my hip, waiting.
Out steps a balding, middle-aged man. His body muscular yet stout. He wears lavish gold and silk gi bound by a black belt. He scans the crowd before his gaze finally settles on Mo, and he smiles warmly. Modus! Oh, how good it is to see you again! And he slowly makes his way towards you.
I'll look up from bowing down with just a huge smile. I mean, like, you've probably never even seen Mo smile this big before. Sensei, I'm just so happy that you're here and I'm here, and I'll like keep bowing profusely.
It's quite all right, Modus. What has happened to your arm?
Oh, right. Well, on our way back, we fought a bunch of like crazy things, and we ended up in like this psychic world, and then there was this creepy ghost man, and he bit my arm off in my brain, and now my arm doesn't work.
Oh, Mo. Always biting off more than apples and oranges. He'll place a finger on your neck and trace a line down to your arm. Ah, yes, it seems that your key is blocked. Do you mind?
No, please. Actually, wait, hang on a second. Can you show... I need you to show my friends Tana and JR. Like, I've been talking up this whole time, telling them how magical... Wait, are you about to fix my arm?
Well, of course. I can't leave you without an arm.
Thank you so much, Sensei! And then I'll bow again.
Sorry, isn't it chi?
I believe in D&D it's ki, K-I. Monks have key points, right?
Oh, no kidding.
Okay. Yep.
That whole time I thought it was K-E-Y. I thought you were saying like key, like skeleton key points.
Oh, no.
With a sequence of quick strikes, he jabs his fingers into various points from your neck to your hand with fierce precision. After the final hit, feeling blossoms in your arm.
Oh, I'm going to start moving my arm up and down, probably just like a little kid, like, I don't know, flailing his arm around.
There are oohs and ahs from the crowd of monks who are watching.
Oh, I can't believe that. Oh my god, my hand works. Did you guys see that, Tana? JR, did you guys see that? I have both hands.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. See, Tana, he's actually a good person.
You must be Modus's friends. My name is Sensei Horace. It is a pleasure to meet both of you.
J.R. Ranstar, pleasure to meet you. Mo's been talking great deaths about you.
I will momentarily ignore the sensei to come over and lift your arm up and down. It really feels okay?
Yes, but listen, can you just bow for Sensei real quick? He addressed you. Don't be rude, please.
No,
Sensei is just staring at you, Tana.
I'll look towards Sensei and smile my, really not creepy smile at all. Sensei, it's so nice to meet you. We've heard so much about you.
He smiles after a moment of hesitation. So, are there any more?
Yes. I actually have two more friends. I think they're in town. They were dealing with the cursed tree.
He makes a motion with his hands, and your two friends run into town.
Yes, Mo is surrounded by many friends. Many friends who have his back and would do anything for him, like maim or murder.
That is good, I think.
Just expressing how much we love Mo and would do literally anything to defend him. And I'll pat Mo on the back a little too hard.
I'll take a step away from
Then you're in good company. We all feel the same here at the Moving Monastery.
Wonderful. Then it seems like we're getting off on the right foot.
I just feel so loved here.
As like tension is simmering between us that you don't even notice.
Before long, Heen and Finian walk into the camp following the two monks, and Sensei will wave the two of you over. You must be Modus's other friends. I'm Sensei Horace. And he looks at you expectantly.
I'll be behind or like off to the side, like motioning, bow, 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 bow. You need to bow.
Sensei Horace, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Finian Amorlus from Paths of Mercy in Noctara.
He nods, and then he looks to Heen.
I am Heen of Belior, I guess. Former Seeker.
Former Seeker? I wasn't aware Seekers ever left.
When you die, you are no longer a Seeker.
Ah. Oh, did you all meet in Noctara?
Yeah, actually, we met in the path of...
I'll elbow him really hard right before...
Tenacity.
Tenacity. We met in Tenacity, Mo.
Oh, wait, guys. That's not true.
It's all right. Don't beat around the last straw. What happened? Where did you wake up?
Well, I'll like look at Tana and then
And
I'll
I'm
like...
shooting you a death glare.
I'll inch closer to Sensei as if he'll protect me.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Well, I think there was some kind of confusion because we all actually met up in the path of Malice, and well, I've been traveling with these guys for a while, and we're all actually really good people, and well, we actually came up with a name. I'll kind of look down. I know it's kind of a dumb name, but it's not as cool as the Moving Monastery. But like, we call ourselves the Good Noodles.
That is a wonderful name, young Modus.
Really?
Of course.
So even though Sensei knows what a noodle is? Great.
Why don't we discuss this further in private? And he'll look around. Come, I'll have dinner prepared.
Dinner with Sensei? You're joking.
No, of course not. This is a welcome back for you.
I'm so honored, Sensei! And I'm just going to keep bowing over and over.
He will turn and start walking.
He's going to need to have his back worked on too if he keeps that up.
Maybe that's how he broke his back.
As you walk through the camp, the monks are setting up. They've stopped to erect these tents just outside the gate of the town, so anyone entering or leaving will have to pass through the Moving Monastery. Monks have just finished setting up this large tent just as Sensei enters it. One of them holds open the flap for the five of you to enter. Inside is a long table that seats 8. Sensei sits at one end of the table, of course, at the head. And he warmly motions for the 5 of you to join him.
Is anyone sitting in the right-hand spot?
The table's empty except for him.
I'm going to rush over and sit in the right-hand spot.
Okay.
I'll sit opposite the Sensei just so I can watch him.
A monk in all gray enters and looks to the 5 of you. Can I get you something to drink?
Yes, what are the options?
Yes or no?
That's a tough one.
I will try the no, thank you.
If you have boiling water, I can make myself some tea
He
with these
nods.
delicious mushrooms.
He nods.
Anything fermented for me.
I'll have a Fuji water.
He doesn't nod or anything. He just looks to Mo,
I'll have the yes, please.
and he'll leave. So, Mo, why don't you tell me about your exploits? It must have been a long journey to get back here.
Oh, Sensei, the journey was crazy. I mean, first of all, I woke up in Malice, and yes, I mean, the drink is coming, Tana, if you need water.
It's such a long story, and I'm sure the sensei is so hungry and just excited to see you. I'm sure we can tell him the short story.
No, really, slow and steady spills the beans.
I'll just be gritting my teeth at Mo.
I'm gonna lean into this.
Mo, make us sound cool. I
That's-
want to impress this guy.
I know that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna like fluff us up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So-
tell him about that one thing when we like totally beat that one guy.
Right. Okay, so it starts out like this, Sensei. So I woke up in the Path of Malice, and I punched out of the ice. I was stuck in the ice, and I decided that I needed to get back to the monastery. So I punched out of the ice, and I kind of looked around, and I saw all of these people, and I thought, you know what? No, they can help me, and they'll be good additions to the monastery. So I punched them out of the ice too. Right, guys?
Yep, we're your side characters.
Uh-huh.
I was not present, but perhaps that is what happened.
And then we all decided, you know what? Well, we have to get from the spirit side to the physical side, and we had a plan, but I don't really remember what it was. But then we ended up meeting this demon ASMR lady, and she was like, "Oh, I can give you skill, or I can give you life," and then we chose life. So then we woke up on Dick's boat, and and then Dick sailed us around to the light side. And then when we got to the light side, there was a whole army of orcs in the ocean ready to invade at a moment's notice. And then we decided, well, we're gonna blow up their ships. So we mooned them. And then after we mooned them, we woke up in jail. And then, well, when we were in jail, JR was possessed by an evil sword. And then we fused for like a moment inside his. And then we like cast it out with curse magic. And then but we weren't on
We
this island.
punched
when
him
we did
out.
that.
There was no magic.
Oh. It is quite all right. The moving monastery welcomes all. We do not share the kingdom's disdain for your
Oh,
kind.
thank God, because she's a huge mage. I was about to narc her.
I didn't think she was quite so big.
Sweetheart!
I couldn't. I can't keep secrets.
They say don't judge a book by a grain of salt, but I did peg you to be a mage. The way I see it, mages are useful. With a little discipline, they can accomplish great deeds. Just because the kingdom tends to be afraid of them does not make them evil.
I see.
You'll see me nod in approval.
I didn't think we would come to common ground so quickly, Horace.
So why not?
Yeah, why not, Tana?
I'm actually really trying to decide how
Looks
I wanted
like you
to
judged
answer
a
that.
book before the grain of salt or whatever.
I guess I did. I will try to be more mindful to read the book. If only I knew how to read.
He turns back to Mo. And as he has questions for Mo about the adventure it took to get here, and he's patiently waiting, and ASMR enters the room with a tense, recognizable by his angelic wings and pale gray skin, something common among ASMR. He takes a seat at the table across from JR. The color of his eyes are so dark that you can't discern his irises from his pupils. And JR, he addresses you quietly so as not to interrupt the conversation between Mo and Sensei. You wouldn't happen to be Jacob Ranstar, would you?
Yes, have we met?
No. He'll reach over the table to shake your hand.
Ah, a gentleman. I'll shake his hand.
My name is Oren. I'm a friend of Ravi.
Oh, how's she doing?
She is doing well. She has told me about you. And he'll turn to...
Oh, wait, she talks about me?
Yes, all the time. Not always in a good light, I admit.
You steal one boat one time.
And you, would you be Tana?
I would. How do you know Ravi?
Well, so few of my people leave orphan dear that those of us who do tend to keep in touch. Your midnight blue hair gave you away as one of Mardani's kin. Is that right?
Yes. How do you know Mardani?
Oh, I do not. I do not know her personally, but I'm aware of her.
How would you be aware of her outside Mount Orem?
Well, of course, Ravi stopped at Mount Orem to save you. Is that not true?
Ravi knows all too well about Mardani, and I would be surprised to hear her talking about her so casually.
Mardani is of little concern to us.
I'll just lean back in my chair and say nothing.
His very unusual gaze will linger on you for a moment, like waiting for more argument, before he turns to Finian. 'Tis not been a long time since I've seen an elf in these parts. A surprise, given how far from home you are.
Is that so?
Yes. What brings you here? Are you just following Mo?
I've journeyed with these friends of mine for some time now, from Noctara.
He nods and he leans back thoughtfully as the other monk in gray returns with drinks for everyone but JR. They didn't have Fiji water.
I'll take a boss.
Uncomfortably, Orin will look to Sensei, who catches the uncomfortable look before realization dawns on his face, and Sensei turns to you, Finian. Did you happen to know Raphirim?
How do you know that name?
He passed through our camp a few weeks ago. On his way, I believe he said to the swamps of Miaram, to the mainland.
And he was alone?
Yes, he was alone.
That is surprising. Did you happen to converse with him?
Yes, he stayed with us for 3 nights. Nice man. He mentioned that his boat was capsized south of Belior. He ended up here.
This is the same ship that I was on when capsized. Raphirim was in the group I was traveling with.
Ah, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, well, we believe he was taken by bandits, outlaws, thugs, criminals, you know the type, not far from here. I'm not sure if he's still alive, but...
Why didn't you go to look?
Well, here's the problem. You can't make an omelet without breaking a leg, and many of my students would be wounded if we were to go too close to such a camp. There are some 30 bandits there. I train my students in self-defense, not murder.
So you have a school of monks, and you didn't think to go and even check?
Listen, Tana, I understand where you're coming from, but I do not want to risk the lives of many for the life of just one.
I would take that risk, but then he is kin. One of the order that I was traveling with on mission to Vaitara.
Well, actions speak 1,000 words. You certainly are free to go rescue your family, your friend.
Thank you for your permission, Sensei Horace.
He'll nod sincerely. You're doing a good service, getting rid of such a hive of scum and villainy.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Finian. You go get them.
Just staring at Greg right
All
now.
eyes go to JR. Oh, are you not joining him?
I guess I am.
I pull my Finian pulls his hood up over his antlers.
Really, JR? Is that how you feel?
I mean, I'll go, but after dinner. I'm sticking to my guns on that one.
Absolutely. After dinner makes sense.
I'm going to immediately stand up out of my chair and bow towards Sensei. Sensei, permission to represent the monastery. May I go with them?
You want to represent us?
Yes, Sensei, I want to, I mean, it would be good publicity for us if they learn that the monastery helped take out these, bandits, and I forgot all the other words you said.
Yes, of course, but there's a complication, unfortunately. To make a long story worse, one of our own has joined their ranks.
That's impossible, Sensei.
I thought so too, but, well, curiosity killed the cat and ate it too.
I'm sorry.
Draco Fireheart has joined them.
No.
With a name like that, whoever would have thought?
Well, it's not his
that's a
real
cool
name,
name.
I assure you. He will do everything in his power to turn you against me, I'm sure. Just do your best not to even give him the chance.
I won't let him speak a single word, Sensei.
That is good. Very good, Mo.
Whatever squabbles you have with members of your monastery are of no concern to me, but Raphiram was a good and honorable man and deserves rescue.
He serves food. Noodles, in fact. These weird, slimy things. They look like worms, Tana. It's a very unusual dish.
These are noodles? What?
One of our favorite meals here in the monastery. Please enjoy.
I'm picking it up between two claws and dangling it in the air. What?
I am disappointed as well, Tana.
I'll hold it above my mouth and slurp it down.
I believe these are made with either a grain called wheat or rice, correct?
Oh, I'm gluten intolerant.
Yes, that is right. We use rice.
I'm just grimacing at the texture. But I'm hungry, so I will continue eating them above my mouth, one noodle at a time.
Gotta put sauce on it.
What kind of sauce?
The monk in gray approaches with a very fancy bowl of some kind of sauce for it.
Okay.
Some deep red sauce.
I'll hand it away. You put
What?
blood on these noodles?
What? No, it's ketchup.
What is the ketchup?
It's a tomato-based sauce. There's no blood in it at all, I assure you.
He says so many words, I don't know. I'll just stick with the plain, unadorned noodles.
Orin, the ASMR stands. If you're going to the camp, you should keep yourselves and each other safe. It will be dangerous. And he sets 5 greater healing potions on the table. These are for you, please. Be careful. Young Mo, I hope to see you soon.
Of course. I'll be back, I promise. After I deal with this traitor.
Yes, Draco is... And he'll lean in close. He made an attempt at the Sensei's life.
No.
Yes. I wish it weren't true, but it is. And he fled. He knew that we would not tolerate such behavior if he stayed.
You have my promise that he'll pay for trying to attack Sensei.
Thank you, Mo. You're a good soul.
Sensei Horace,
Yes, of course, Finian.
in the time that Raphiram stayed in your camp, did he speak of other survivors of the capsize?
No, he was afraid that he was the only one, but he was dedicated to his mission in the swamps, though he did not say what that mission was. He had hoped that many others had made their way there as well from the same ship, and seeing you, perhaps there are more, in fact.
It's unfortunate that I did not know that he was another survivor of the disaster.
Well, no pain, no loss. This is just the way of things sometimes. Dinner ends, and the gray-robed monk collects all of your dishes. Sensei will excuse himself, of course, and wish you all luck. And you are alone in the tent. It's about 4 p.m., so you have plenty of time to go fight these bandits if you wanted to.
No sales pitch included with the food?
What? No. The sales pitch is only to join the monastery. I mean, come on. I know you guys have, it sounded like you guys maybe kind of thought that this wasn't the best situation, but, I mean, did he not sway you? That Sensei's incredible, isn't he?
I don't know, Mo. Ketchup, no Fuji water. This place is kind of losing its appeal to me.
Malformed aphorisms from your teacher. I still feel that your teacher has set you on the wrong path.
Finny, and I'm going to be completely honest. I have no idea what you just said to me.
It only takes about 4 hours to reach the bandit camp. It's a fairly large area surrounded by a barricade of spikes facing outward. There's a double-door gate made of logs, and it's just off the road where they can easily rob anyone who passes through. It's up ahead, though. You guys aren't quite in eyesight of it yet.
As we're approaching, I'm gonna find a moment where Tana's kind of just away from the group a little bit. I'm gonna grab Tana and I'm gonna pull her aside. Hey, Tana, I just have a quick question for you. And you notice I'm like lowering my voice, kind of.
Yeah, no, what's wrong?
You always seem like kind of, and I don't mean this in a mean way or anything, but you always seem like cold-hearted and ready to do what needs to be done. I think I'm gonna have to kill Draco, and I don't know how to kill people. I've never killed anyone. Like, do you have any advice?
Mo, I will be honest with you. I'm not as cold-hearted as you think. I just grew up in a place where there was death and chaos every day. And if you didn't sleep with one eye open, if you didn't hit first, you might not make it to see the next day. As for your friend, because I think this is someone you knew from before, am I right?
He was part of Sensei's inner circle, and I mean, like, he betrayed Sensei, and he betrayed all of us. I mean, he can't get away with that, right? Like, I have to. No, I have to. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to let him talk. I have to just kill him, right? Yeah, that's what I'll do.
I know this might sound a little strange coming from me of all people, but I strongly suggest, even if it's just for your own conscience, Mo, take a moment. I'm sure you're absolutely right. I'm sure there's not a second side to this story. I'm sure that everything you're being told is completely fair and accurate.
Yeah, right. Thank you. You're right.
Just in case, maybe there's something your sensei doesn't know. Talk to Draco. Then, if you decide that he's as evil as your sensei says, I'll help you kill him.
Oh, man. Okay. But, like, if I have to do it, what's the best way?
If you have to do it, Mo, whatever we do, however we do it, I'll be right there by your side.
Okay, good talk. I'm just gonna turn and walk away, obviously bothered.
I will also be bothered watching you leave. Heen, I'll pull you over.
Yes?
Help me keep an eye on Mo. I think he's really struggling right now.
He walks with confidence and purpose. Is that not indicators of good health?
Sometimes I think the most confident people have the most to hide and the most to lose. And seeing as his sensei is the most confident person I've ever met, all the more reason to keep an eye on Mo right now.
I see. I will do what I can.
Of all of us, Mo has the purest heart and the goodest intentions. Let's help him keep it that way.
Everyone, I am going to assume a form that will be hard to see and go look around. Why don't you wait here, and once I determine what we're up against, I'll come back and tell you.
Are there any bushes nearby for us to hide behind?
Yeah.
I will take each of you boys, and I don't even have to clarify who, by the collar and drag you behind the bush.
I'll awkwardly follow and then squat behind it, too.
I have not let go of their collars,
Well,
for
I
the
don't
record.
have to go to the bathroom.
You see
What
me,
have I told you about trying? Even if you don't feel like you have to go. Every time we go on an adventure, we have this problem, JR.
as I walk away from the bush, you see me transform into a squirrel. A typical ground squirrel,
But with antlers.
but with little antlers on his
So
head.
not a typical squirrel.
A very atypical squirrel. I scurry over to the log. I guess it's the reinforcements around the encampment.
This log spike perimeter
Yes, the
facing
perimeter.
out. But you're a squirrel. You can climb up anything.
So I climb up to where I can find a good view, and I kind of move around until I kind of can see what's going on in the camp.
You have a pretty clear idea of what's going on. The camp is comprised of 3 log buildings, a handful of latrines and outhouses, and cages for prisoners, one of which is currently in use. Other than that, there are a number of structures that seem to be in the process of being built. It looks like the camp is actually growing. Seems like business is booming, and you see a good number of people.
I look around over by the cages. You said one of them is being occupied.
Yes, there is a frail, sickly-looking elf lying on his side asleep in one of the cages.
Is he properly attired, or is he being damaged by the sun?
There is a thin blanket that is covering most of him.
Okay.
So at least he's not sizzling in the sun.
Does it look like there's a safe entry point where I could make my way in as a squirrel?
Yeah, I mean,
To where the cages
you can
are.
just walk to the cages, people aren't paying attention to
I'm
you.
just a
You're
squirrel.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to make my way over to the cages
Okay.
to where presumably Raphirum
Right.
is now being held.
Yeah, as you get
captive.
closer, it is clear this is him.
Okay.
Though his hair is in complete disarray. And
What about his antlers?
one of them is broken.
Does he have antlers?
He
Is
has one antler. The other one is broken about 4 inches off of his
geez.
forehead.
Okay, so he's in bad shape.
He's not in good shape. There are burn marks around him. Probably not from fire, probably from being in the sun.
Yeah. Okay, so I make my way over to the cage in which he is lying under this blanket.
Yep.
And I'm not going to be able to talk to him, but he will almost certainly ascertain that I am no ordinary squirrel.
He is unconscious.
I go over and I start tickling his neck with my tail.
Okay, he will jolt upwards, and you'll fly off of him, but you're a squirrel, so you land
Right.
nearby.
I just land nearby.
Not a problem. And he'll look around and immediately see you. And he blinks a few times to adjust his eyes, and he rubs at them, and his gaze firmly locks on your antlers.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll look around, and then get down like really close to you. Who are you?
I attempt to scratch in the dirt in Druidic
Okay.
with my little paw.
You draw the symbol for your name.
Exactly. Thank
He'll
you.
stifle and gasp. Finian, how did you find me?
I take my little paw and I go, I'm shushing him.
He'll nod and he'll sit back in his cage. And well, now what?
I point outside of the compound.
Mhm.
And then I draw a symbol for rescue. And
He'll nod
Druidic.
excitedly, and with his own finger, he'll draw on the soil. What should I do?
I just simply scratch in the dirt, wait, and stay low.
He'll nod, and with his hand, he'll smooth the dirt to erase all of these symbols,
Save
and
him
then
the trouble.
he'll return to lying on his side.
I go back to the group, and I give a quick explanation of what's there, how many baddies there are, and I also draw a picture of the encampment in the dirt so you can see where each of the structures are and mostly where the people are.
So, what plan of attack?
I guess what I'm thinking is I'm going to run into this building in the middle. That's probably where Draco is. So I'm going to go towards him. If you want to rescue your buddy, and then I imagine I'm thinking Tana can fight all the guards and stuff.
Raphirum is quite badly injured. I don't know if rescuing him first before we've cleared a safe path would be the best advice. I think it might be best for us to address the bandits.
Mo, I agree. We will first subdue the bandits. Otherwise, there's no point in having any sort of confrontation with Draco. So help me take down as many as you can, and then we'll find him together. Okay? Promise me we'll find him together.
I'm going to put my hands behind my back. Yeah, I promise.
You're crossing your fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be aware of that, but I won't take this moment to argue.
Yeah.
Tana, I will distract them, and when they come out and congregate, fireball. I know you've been holding back. Please don't hit me.
I will not hit you, but I will hit them so hard. Let's go.
And the other three? Where are
The
you
three
going?
of us will go around the back. We're going to blow a hole through the back of the rampart.
Mo, do you want to stay with Heen and me? And I'll give you a pointed look.
I mean, you guys look like a really solid team. I think you guys got this. I'll help them on the backside.
I think Mo has business with Draco Fire Pants.
But not until I'm gonna wait for everyone. That was the plan. That was the plan.
That was the plan, indeed.
Yeah, that was the plan. And I'll look down.
I'll just sigh. All right, Heen.
I'll brush myself off a little bit and try and clean up my clothes as much as I can. Do a little bit of adjustment, stand up a little straighter, and then I'm going to walk towards the front gate.
I will skulk behind him
A watchman by the gate will see you as you approach. He'll reach out with his crossbow, tracing your steps with it.
Halt! What are you doing here?
He'll feel a pressure in his head immediately. Open the gate.
He'll look back,
I think we have a seeker here.
and there's some buzz you hear behind.
I'll stand confidently, but getting increasingly impatient in front of the gate.
You hear someone yell from the inside,
Hey, what are you waiting for? We were expecting him. Open the gate.
and
Okay.
the two halves of the gate open. They swing outward.
I'm not going to go in. I'm going to stand there and wait expectantly.
Is something wrong?
Gather your men and await judgment.
You hear more chatter from inside, and someone yells back to grab Draco.
Okay.
And slowly a few of them start pouring out, like they don't want to not listen to a seeker.
If everyone gathers together in front of me, there will be no problems. I am on a mission.
Either make a performance or an intimidation.
I think in this case, it'd probably be a little bit more of an intimidation since I'm going for the I'm going to kill you
Yep.
if you don't behave. 15.
You know what? I'm going to bend some luck.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
No.
We really need you to be intimidating right now.
All right, let's do this. I rolled a 1 on it.
That's
So
okay.
16.
Take it.
Hey,
It's better
something.
than nothing. Hopefully it's a threshold.
something. More and more of them begin stopping whatever they were doing. It looks like they were winding down for the evening, but now they're starting to gather. You get the impression half of them are ready to listen, and the other half are ready to kill you, to put up a fight. And but they're all there. There are almost a dozen of them now standing at the gate.
I'll turn my head to look at your concealed position and just nod.
You will feel bright heat from directly above you as a bright streak soars across the sky, blossoming into a roaring explosion of flames
Oh
that will
boy.
smash into everyone who is gathered in front of you, who will then all have to make dex saving throws.
What is your DC? What is the number they have to beat?
16.
Tana, go ahead and roll your damage for this fireball.
I'm going to hit
rolling.
the deck while this is happening.
Yeah, you should, because I'm rolling this as a level 4 spell, so we've got
Oh,
even
no.
more damage. 33 fire damage.
As hellfire rains from the sky, it catches the gate and it explodes, wood chips flying everywhere. Most of these outlaws don't even have the chance to duck out of the way before they're consumed by this fire. Heen, you feel the heat singe what little eyebrows you have.
Sorry, so
My
sorry.
poor mutton chops.
and of course your mutton chops. And the other three of you see a bright flash of light, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
And while that was happening, before that all happened, we've been preparing ourselves for combat.
course.
So I have the bark skin going. I've now got the halo of spores, whatever the.
JR, initiative.
Nat 1.
Nice. You are not ready. Tana,
I expended a lot of energy on that fireball. I'm at an 11.
better than a nat 1.
Agreed.
True.
Heen,
10.
Mo.
I got an 18.
Oh, you're ready. And Finian.
9.
Weirdly, the three brigands who survived the fireball.
Wait, only 3 people survived?
As the smoke clears, you see a lot of the ramparts and the grass around are now, they've caught fire. And there are 9 corpses that are singed. 3 are still alive. They weirdly rolled higher than you guys for initiative, but they're so stunned by what's going on. They're just trying to... They were so blindsided by this. Their turn is skipped.
For the record, I have 34 health. You would have almost put me to 1. You would have put me to 1 if you'd hit me with that.
I'm glad I
Good thing you got a healing potion.
Mo.
I'm going to be looking around because the fireball definitely just dropped and there's no hole in the wall. So I'm looking around.
Yeah, I'm not there.
JR, come on, man. Where are you? It's starting. And then I guess I'm not hearing him. Does this wall look climbable?
The logs are jutting outward at like a 45-degree angle, so it would be difficult to climb. But you're a monk.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and climb this guy.
Make an athletics check.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I got a 20, not nat.
Wow. Too impatient to wait for JR, who you don't see. You manage to climb up the rampart net. When you get to the top, you can just slide down into camp.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and climb up, slide down on my butt down, and then I'm going to stand up. I'm just going to kind of take stock of the situation.
There are 5 men sitting right there at a table who are looking over at the chaos.
Are these guys playing the card game?
Yeah, they're playing
cool.
a card game. One of them looks over when you slide down and stands up and alerts the other 5.
I'm just gonna go ahead and because is it my action to climb or is that movement?
I'll let you use your movement if you have it.
Okay, that's perfect. I'm going to use my action to flip their table.
Before the other 4 have even stood up, you've removed the table.
Yeah.
All of the gold that was sitting on it, all of the
flip it.
cards, gone, just in the mud. It's now their turn. All 5 of them will pull out scimitars and attack you.
Jesus.
Oof.
You should have gotten Sensei's blessing first.
You should have waited.
Only 2 of them hit you
Oh, wow.
for a total of 11 slashing.
Ooh. Oh, I got to also get my +5 temp HP because we rolled initiative.
Yes.
11. Okay, perfect.
Tana.
Can I see the ruckus on the other side of the camp and these guys with scimitars attacking him?
Yeah, there's basically no gate now.
'Cause I've annihilated that.
There's a lot of smoke and a lot of ruckus, so it might be hard to see Mo. But if you're looking for him, you can find him.
I think I can find him. If not, my voice carries pretty far. So I'm going to yell, Mo! Hit the deck! As loud as I can. And then I'm going to send Scorching Ray in their direction.
Okay, so not at the 3 who are standing by you, but at the guys standing by Mo.
I have such a soft spot for Mo. It's really a bad idea, but yeah, I'm gonna try and protect him.
They're wearing leather. Their AC is 13.
All 3. No, I'm just kidding. All 3 hit.
Roll for damage.
So we got 8. We got 10. We got 9.
Ooh.
Mo, one of them, you see streaks of fire shoot through the smoke at the gate and hit 3 of the 5 men.
Oh.
And one of them drops.
Wow. I guess I'm just going to be standing there nervous. Like, I think she was aiming for me.
You idiot.
Team.
So pulling my face out of the dirt after taking cover against this massive explosion, I'll see that there's still only the 3 guys left. I assume I'm pretty close at this point.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 10 feet away from them, I imagine.
So while remaining on the ground, I'm going to go ahead and use my astral construct to create a bow staff behind one of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull it to me, trying to trip
Like
one of the guys
through him?
through him. Through his legs. So like
Oh,
on
not-
the ground level and sweep his legs as it
Okay,
comes
okay.
to me. 18 to hit.
That hits. He'll make a dex save against the sweep, and he rolls a 21.
Oh, wow.
He is alert now that he has no hair left.
I guess he's looking down from the fireball and sees this come up, and he's like, "Oh crap!"
But
okay,
you do
that
still
works.
hit him for damage.
Okay, cool. That's a big one. 17 force damage.
17 kills him. He was already on fire.
All right, as the staff comes to me after just wailing on this guy's leg and apparently just knocking him unconscious, dead or whatever, I'll stand up with it and ready for the next turn.
Finian, you see Mo scurry up the rampart, and JR is missing, apparently.
I don't follow Mo.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm that confident in
I
my
don't think
climbing
I'm not
abilities.
confident.
I yell for JR. JR, where are you?
Oh shit, I thought I had time.
I'm all dressed up, nowhere to go, unfortunately, because I'm waiting for JR to finish whatever he's doing. JR, where are you?
I come running out of the bushes, pulling up my pants. Oh no. Sorry, nervous bladder. And I'm just running towards the gate, raising my hand.
I told you to pee.
Which only begs the question:
I did
why
have
are your
to
pants
go.
down all the way to go pee?
I hadn't even thought of that.
It's the easiest way to pee. You just stand there, pants down, superhero pose.
Can we
Watering
talk
the
about
grass.
this later?
So I'll run out of the bushes. Oh shit! With my hand raised, and the clouds are starting to darken around, and I'll just force my hand down, and with a crack of thunder, the wood will splinter.
Yeah, you're attacking the.
Yeah, I attack the wall with shatter. So 32 thunder damage.
Oh my god, this is again. What was your fire damage?
33.
Almost the same. Again, this.
I rolled 3 8s.
Wow, this huge area of wall just splinters with the sound of thunder, and now there are 2 large openings into camp.
And I'm gonna sprint towards the inside.
The 2 brigands who are still on fire will hear the thunder boom from the other side of camp. And one of them is going to leave. He's just gonna drop his scimitar and flee.
Smart.
On fire.
Smart.
On fire, yeah. He's gonna stop, drop, and roll, and then just keep running.
Stop, drop, and run.
The other one will steel himself, and he will charge Tana. And Tana, he hits you for 8 slashing.
I will scream in so much anger because that really hurt like a paper cut, and I'm gonna smash him with Hellish Rebuke.
He makes a dex save,
Yep.
which he fails.
Cool. He's gonna get hit really hard now. 13.
Tana, your screams are drowned out by his as he spontaneously combusts. And within just a moment, the only thing left of him are his arms and legs.
Oh,
See you
brutal.
later, bitch.
Mo, you are facing 4 brigands, and you see JR running in to reinforce you.
With just an explosion behind
Yep.
me.
Super cool looking, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm going to shout out to the camp. Draco, I know you're in here. Come on, face the music, man. I'm going to do, I guess, I'm going to do persuasion. That should probably be intimidation, huh? With all
Yes.
the booming and stuff. All right, I got a 16.
The door to one of the outhouses swings open.
Is it JR again?
It is not. It is Draco. This tremendous man, well over 6 feet tall, of just pure muscle. He confidently strolls out of the outhouse, finishing wiping as he walks.
Well, shouldn't he be doing that in here? What is wrong with you people?
I see you're a man of culture.
He pulls up his pants and he wears shoes, but he does not wear a shirt. This way he can show off the impressive red dragon tattoo on his left pack and shoulder.
Damn, that's cool.
Little envious.
A little bit.
There are dozens of thin gray scars zigzagging across his torso. Looks like he was struck by lightning head on. And he scans the crowd, scans the chaos, and his eyes meet yours.
Yeah, I'll be staring dead into his eyes, and then after hearing Tana scream, I'm gonna look over in that direction. And
I will be dusting myself off from my not so mild injury, and I'll see you looking at me.
I'm
And-
gonna mouth the words, "I'm sorry." I'm gonna turn and look at him again, and I'm just gonna sprint at him full speed and go for a tackle.
Mo! I'll just yell your name at the top of my lungs.
You got this, buddy.
I will take the 4 attacks of opportunities against myself.
They will all swing at you as you pass them, the brigands.
This is gonna hurt.
2 of them hit for a total of 14 damage.
Where does that put you at?
I'm about half. I'm a little over half. That's enough to fight a boss, right, guys?
If it ain't the prodigal son, heard you were dead.
As I'm running at full speed, I'm gonna yell really loudly, "Shut up, Eugene!" And I'm gonna try and tackle him.
His eyes go wide as you approach him.
I'm gonna try and grapple him to the ground
Okay.
here.
So we'll make opposed athletics.
Yes.
He rolls a 14.
I rolled a 13, but with my modifiers, that puts it At a 16. I'm sorry, 17.
You shouting out Eugene caught him so off guard that he's not ready for your tackle. And you bring this man who must be 250 pounds of muscle to the ground.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action here. Or I'm going to use one of my key points. And now I'm just going to start punching him in the gut. Okay, let's drop a dice.
Better than dropping a deuce.
I rolled a 15 on the first, and that was diagonal. Wow, so I rolled a 15 and then a 19.
His AC is 15.
Okay,
So both hit.
all right. He'll take 15 punching damage.
Okay.
I'm picturing this like,
Yeah, I guess
just
when
like
I have
angrily
him-
punching him.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna look like just a really dirty brawl. Like I'm gonna have him on the ground in a headlock, just
Yeah.
punching his tattoo. I'm punching his tattoo.
Oh. It takes him a moment to snap out of it, and he will try to escape your grapple.
Okay. Opposed athletics again?
26.
11.
He stands up. You're still on him. And he just stands up with you. He tosses you to the ground and he smiles as he rains his fists down on you.
Oh.
2 of his 4 attacks hit for a total of 19 bludgeoning damage.
Oh god, he beat the shit out
And
of
I
me.
need you to make a DC 13 Constitution save.
You've got a greater potion. Drink
Okay.
your greater healing potion.
At 9
can't.
health. Oh, I need to make a con save?
DC 13.
A 9.
You are literally stunned by this barrage of fists. There's a reason he was on the inner circle.
Yeah.
The other 4 brigands who were near you go to help, but he puts up a hand as he's beating you with his other hand. No, I got this! He yells out.
Oh my god.
And they turn to you, JR. And they'll charge you with their scimitars. JR, 3 of them hit, but all 3 rolled hilariously low. Take 9 damage.
Wow.
Tana, you notice there are 6 bandits stepping over the ruins of the wall, all with bows trained at you.
I will use Misty Step to disappear and reappear 30 feet in Mo's direction. How far is he from me?
He's about 40 feet from you.
Okay, so I will appear 10 feet from him, and I guess 10 feet from Draco.
Eugene.
Okay, from Eugene. And what I really need to do is protect myself with mage armor or shield, but what I'm going to do instead, because I really can't let Mo die before I kill him first for not listening to me, I will shoot all 3 scorching rays at Draco.
Okay, his AC is 15.
2 hit. 22 fire damage.
Okay. He doesn't react to this. He is very focused on Mo.
Yeah, well, he might react because unfortunately that triggered a lot of chaos.
Oh.
Well, would you roll a D100 for me?
Yeah. Fuck you, Mo. I am so mad at you. Like, we are
That-
going to have such a talking when you are not
This makes
dying.
sense that it just gets unleashed right now. As I'm getting ragdolled.
I'm coming, buddy.
We rolled a 4.
A 4?
Yeah, on a D100. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Yeah, I got a 00 and a 4.
Tana, after the fire leaves your hand,
Yeah.
you find that in your outstretched hand, you're holding something.
What am I holding?
There's a small chunk of dark gray igneous rock. You don't have the faintest clue what it does or where it came from, but it holds insane power inside. You feel the power.
This
pulsing.
isn't obsidian. Is
It's
it?
not obsidian.
Okay.
Heen, it is your turn.
How far away is Draco, I guess?
Like 45 feet away from you.
I
and
just
he's
hit
beating
him
up
with
Mo.
22 fire damage. Nothing. Not
Probably
even like a
fire
tickle.
resistant.
That fucker has fire
He's a
resistance.
tattooed monk? Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Damn it.
wow.
Tana, you do notice he has the I mean, it's very obvious. He's showing it off. The tattoo of a red dragon. Red dragons, of course, being fire.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'll run up my 30 feet, and as I'm running, my fingers will be working rapidly, and I will construct several nets that two of them I'll drop on the ground as I run, but the third one I'm going to take, and I will throw it at him when I get within the last 15 feet. So thanks to the fact this is psionically projected, I actually have double the range with this net, so I'm not going to be throwing this at disadvantage. Yeah, no, a 7 isn't going to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a 9.
With the hand he's not beating up Mo with, he grabs your psionic projection out of the air, and he's going to throw it back at you.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
He hits with a 19.
Oof. Okay. I am restrained until I free myself. At least it's relatively easy to free. And I can also just drop it, but...
The 6 brigands who had bows, they were going to fire at Tana, and then she vanished. And so they all look around and see the next target. She vanished.
Yep.
Who is now restrained by
His own net.
by his own net.
Oh, God.
They will all attack you with advantage.
Okay.
5 of them will hit you
Oh, God. All right.
for a total of 30 piercing damage.
Oh, my gosh. I am a porcupine. I have 4 health left.
Oh! Finian, it's your turn. There is now a giant opening in the
I
perimeter.
see that. I'm looking around. Is there so he's in melee with a bunch of guys who are stabbing him.
No, Heen is on the ground being shot at by...
He's being shot at,
Yeah,
but they're
they're-
not right next to him.
There are 4 outlaws right next to JR, who's right in front of you.
I'm looking for anybody that's not next to one of my friends. Groups
The
of people,
archers.
not archers, right?
Yeah, the archers are up on what's left of the wall.
And they're shooting at Heen.
Yes.
Okay. So, the sky opens with this giant but very focused dark gray cloud, and out of it pours these huge, heavy blocks of ice, like giant balls of hail,
Ooh, that's
blasting down on the archers standing on the wall.
What do they need to do?
They need to make a dex save.
All 6 of them fail.
And they're going to take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
So they all took 29 points of bludgeoning and cold damage, and the ground they're standing on is now difficult terrain. It's basically destroyed the rampart and turned it into something really gnarly.
All 6 of them are crushed underneath these football-sized hailstones.
Ah, you guys are gross.
This is awful.
Gross.
Wow.
JR.
I'll look at the 3 in front of me. You guys wouldn't mind me going to help my friend, right?
There are 4 of them, and they all kind of surround you. They move to surround you with scimitars drawn.
What did they say?
Nothing, but clearly the answer is no.
I'll look over at Draco punching Mo. Then 1 second, and I'll mutter some deep, low language under my breath, and then point at Draco, and he makes a con save.
Natural 1.
Okay, so on his other arm, opposite of the tattoo, he gets a dragon symbol branded onto him.
Ooh.
And it turns red, and he is elemental baned.
What is that?
So all fire damage does an extra 2d6 to him.
Ooh, so it's like the inverse of his other tattoo.
But he's
Yeah.
still
Cool.
resistant, right?
No, he loses resistance.
And it does extra damage? Oh, right. Okay. I'm like.
And then I will
cracking my
turn
knuckles.
to the floor, hold my shield up in like a defensive stance, and be like, okay, let's get on with this.
They will immediately attack you. Because they didn't even see what you did. You just said some words and then nothing happened. So they laugh and charge inward.
Parlay?
Not only do they all hit, one of them crits.
No parlay.
28 slashing. Mo.
As I'm getting wailed on,
He stopped wailing on you now to look at his new tattoo.
which I cannot see because I'm stunned, right?
He is still holding you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How could you betray Sensei?
He takes him a moment to pull his attention away from the singed skin on his left shoulder, and he'll look down at you. What?
Betrayed Sensei.
His eyes will narrow at you. Oh, it was easy. After he chose you? You of all people.
For what?
He'll stop punching you so he can grab your collar and pull you up close to him. You don't even know, do you?
Not even a little bit.
He's just gonna drop you back so your head comes down hard on the ground.
As he's dropping me, I'm gonna use my bonus action for flurry of blows, and as I'm going down, I'm gonna try and punch him in the dick 2 times. Oh no, I hit 1. The other one was a nat 1.
Oh.
Hey, it's still one punch directly to the dick.
I mean, yeah.
For 2 damage.
You broke one of his berries.
You just tap his testicle real quick.
Quick sack tap. And I plunge back onto the ground.
It is his turn. Is that all you got, Mo?
Yep.
He's gonna slam his fists into your face. And hit twice for 18 bludgeoning.
And I immediately go limp.
The last thing you hear as your consciousness leaves you is him shaking his head. I always wanted the chance to kill you, you little punk. Glad I finally get it. And he'll toss you aside.
You can't kill him if I kill you first, buddy.
He'll stand after having tossed Mo aside, and he'll spare you a few glances, but his attention is still on Mo.
I see that elemental bane on his arm. I know what it means. You said he threw Mo. I'm gonna assume he threw him pretty far away.
Yeah, I guess he's in the space next to him.
Okay. Well then, I have a fireball with Eugene's name written all over it.
And you're just gonna angle it to
I'm
make
gonna
sure that
angle
it doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
I would prefer not to kill Mo.
Great.
Until I'm ready to actually kill Mo.
You mean kill him more than he already is?
Yeah. So it is a blazing, blindingly bright comet coming straight from the sky. Maybe.
You're gonna be very sad.
Yeah.
He rolled a natural 20. He is a monk, which means as the fireball comes down and as the smoke clears, he is standing there untouched. He avoided the fireball because monks are crazy.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Wait, a fireball!
But Mo doesn't have eyebrows, no.
He never had them.
I'm very sorry, Tana.
Well, fine.
Heen.
So I'm in a lot of pain on the ground right now. Just got porcupined in 1 turn, but at least I'm not dead. I'll just use my bonus action to make a knife and slash at it. I'd have to do a total of 10 slashing damage to it. I would assume I just auto hit the net. Yeah, I'll do 18 force damage since this is a projected. Knife.
You cut yourself.
I'll
free.
cut myself nice and free and dust off, and that's my entire turn.
Finian.
I move into a position where I'm in a direct line between me and Eugene, who's now standing gloating over the fact he wasn't bombed by the...
Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing like wrestler showmanship, you know?
I pull out of my pocket what looks like a disgusting, like, rotting greenish mushroom, and I pop it in my mouth. And then, if you were looking carefully, you would see as I draw from the sky, from like kind of a dark cloud that formed immediately above me, electrical energy, but also sort of superimposed over my body is an image, like almost a holographic image of JR.
You're channeling his magic.
And I fire out a bolt of lightning towards Eugene,
Okay.
who now needs to make a dex save.
I didn't know Finian could do that. Oh,
That's so badass. But he's a monk.
He fails. However, because he's a monk and he can avoid lightning, he takes half damage.
He takes 10 points of damage.
Is that... Did you half it?
That's the half. Yeah.
Okay. JR, you are still surrounded by these 4 brigands who are just stabbing you from every direction.
I'll look for the biggest one.
Okay.
They're not in a cone shape.
No, they're like... They're forming a square with you at the center of it.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go for the biggest one and swing at him.
Okay. AC 13.
Ouch.
10. I'll swing at him again. That hits. He will take 14 slashing.
He dies. He was already hit by fire, I believe, from earlier.
And that's my 2 attacks, and with bonus, I'll chug some of that potion
Yep.
and heal 12.
+4.
So 16.
The 3 remaining attack you. Only 1 hits for 5. And you notice a lot of the other outlaws at this are starting to flee. There has been a lot of magic thrown around and a lot of chaos, and they are not paid enough for this.
Let's sure hope no Seekers are watching.
Mo.
Death saves.
Yep.
I saw the 1 and panicked, but it's an 11.
Okay, so you succeed. Draco stops showboating, and he looks to you, Tana, and yells. You're, 30 feet away from him. So what brings you here? He says, and he looks back to Mo as he only yelled to get your attention.
Oh, I was told there was a barbecue. Am I too late? I didn't bring a side dish.
No, it seems you brought the barbecue itself.
I am the barbecue.
He'll laugh. That's good. That's good. You looking for a job?
Depends. So, this Sensei Horace, did you stab him in the back? Or did he stab you in the back?
A bit of both, I would say. He says very conversationally as he picks up Mo.
I'll be slowly walking towards him right now. Yeah, a little bit of both.
What did Horace say to you, by chance?
Oh, you know, the usual swagger, boasting, said that you betrayed him and he had to banish you.
Yeah, that's almost right. The truth is, he says, punching Mo. And he's saying this in between his attacks. I'll roll for damage here shortly.
Yeah. Or not, whatever you're feeling.
Truth is, Horace owes us money. He likes gambling with the fine barbecued folk of this establishment.
How about you stop punching my friend for a moment so we can actually talk? I have plenty of money.
He's gonna punch you one more time and then drop you to the ground. He's gonna deal 27 bludgeoning to you.
Oh my god!
Are you dead?
I'm close.
So
you
for
said
our
27?
listeners, for the record, if a player reaches negative their health, they die. So what?
If I take 12 more damage, I'm gone.
Okay. And then he will toss Mo aside and notice that you're approaching.
I guess now we're just a few feet apart from each other and I'm smirking. Trying not to worriedly look over at Mo.
We can talk this through, can't we?
We can absolutely talk this through. Just let me do one thing first. I'm gonna jab him as hard as I can with my staff in the giblets.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
17?
That hits.
So I'm gonna assume that he's just gonna like double down to the ground, right?
Yeah, you tap his other ball.
Okay.
And he was not expecting that. He was expecting the fire.
I'm gonna use my movement to run over to Mo. Take the greater healing potion out of my pocket, because I don't know where his is. Pry his stupid mouth open.
Which is very bloody right now.
Yeah.
And dump the entire bottle in there.
I'll heal, 13.
All the while planning on how I'm actually going to kill you when you come back to life.
Heen.
Seeing Tana just turn her back on this monk who's obviously got a little bit of a problem with Tana.
Who doesn't?
I'm going to chug my greater healing potion so I just don't just straight die. And as my bonus action. And then as my action, I will, I'll prepare to make a little marble block appear in front of him when he goes to attack Tana in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and spend the points to replicate that. So the next 2 times he attacks, I'll use my action to block it.
Okay. Finian.
I reach into my robes and pull out another disgustingly rotted looking mushroom.
I'm sensing a theme.
And just to help set the scene here, everything's on fire. Most of the brigands have escaped. There's Draco, who's doubled over, and there are 3 outlaws left, all in like a dog pile with JR.
Same thing happens again. The sky bursts open, lightning pouring through my body directly toward Draco. And you see the holographic or flashing image of JR superimposed over me when this happens.
Even though Draco is doubled over, his reaction time is insane, and he rolls out of the way, and the lightning crashes into a building behind him.
Okay.
JR, it's your turn.
Oh, I'll swing at the guy, closest guy in front of me.
Yep.
That hits.
Watch out.
Ooh.
I assume JR is making that noise.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 slashing damage on the first hit.
That kills him.
And I'll swing at the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
13 on that guy.
That is also enough. There is now just one left. And it takes him a moment to realize what's just happened. He's going to attack you one more time, miss, and then drop his scimitar and run.
I'm just going to let him run.
You're not going to attack him as he leaves. What a guy. Mo, light begins to pool through the darkness and you realize that you're awake.
I'll kind of like lean up. One of my eyes just swollen shut. Kind of like look around at the situation and then see Tana glaring at me angrily. Did we win?
Not even close.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll stand up, kind of like all dizzy.
I'll help you up.
I didn't realize he was that strong. I'm sorry. Listen, I don't know if we're gonna win, so I'll like start patting my pockets and I'll find my greater potion and I'll hand it to you. Just if you could do me a favor and help Finian get his friend out. I'll distract Draco and then you guys get out of here. Can you just do me one favor and tell Sensei that I tried?
That's a really great idea. And also, we're not going to do it. Come on. I'm just going to kind of drag you away from Draco and put the stupid potion back in your pocket.
Draco stands.
I'm assuming looking at Tana?
looking at both Tana and Mo.
Damn it.
And Mo, he doesn't even seem concerned with you anymore. You are so far beneath him. But Tana, on the other hand,
God.
and he will lunge at you, Tana.
A purple wall materializes instantly and cracks into 1,000 shards that dissipate before they hit you with his first attack.
He stumbles back, not sure what the hell just happened, and he'll attack you a second time.
It happens again.
What is... He'll look around.
Monks have high dex, right?
Yes.
It's the dex saves that save
Yes,
them?
and they can avoid...
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's hit him just head on with an attack. All three scorching rays right out of the sky.
Perfect.
What's his DC?
15.
They 3 hit so hard.
And I believe the first one does extra damage.
Extra 2d6.
17 on the first one.
Wow. Cool.
And then the other 2
And to confirm, he no longer has fire resistance?
Yep, he
Wow.
loses
Wow.
and then 16 on the next 2.
Total?
33.
Sorry, I was saying it was 16 total between the
Total,
following
yeah, so
two.
33 total.
The fire cracks against him, and you see now his skin start to sear and burn and smoke. And he stops attacking Mo so he can try and put out the fires. It's spreading to his pants, and he can't let his pants go out.
No, never.
Because he's got fire pants.
Right.
I've seen death enough at this point to where I know when somebody's about to die, and I can sense it from this guy. He just needs that little tiny push to go into the great beyond, so I'm going to provide this to him. I'll walk up, and similar to how I did the bow staff before, but this time I'll summon a javelin on the other side of his head while he's distracted, and I will pull it to me. And as it pulls to me, I will grow it in size as it goes through his head. So I will... let me roll to hit.
Gross.
25.
That hits, certainly.
This can do a whopping 11 force damage to him.
His reaction time is so inhuman that he manages to move his head just enough that it scrapes through his skull, but it doesn't kill him.
I'm going to spend the last 2 points I'm allowed to spend in a turn, and this is the last psi point I have available to me to issue it to strike again, and it'll do this by rotating 10 degrees as it comes through. I'm just going to try and cleave his whole head with this thing as it comes
Roll
through.
for damage.
Oh, God.
Okay, yeah, that one's going to hit like a truck. That is 26. That was the maximum I could do with that.
Wow.
Yeah, how does he die, Heen?
So I realized with this fight that Scions are awful against monks. He's been able to do everything. So I'm glad I finally got one solid hit in. As the javelin comes in and he tries to dodge it, I've noticed this very subtle movement, and I shift my javelin ever so slightly as I pull it to my hand, and it streaks straight through his head. Brain matter and blood splattering all over me as I catch it, and he drops.
Tana, Mo, you're standing right next to him when this happens, and you see his head kind of explode.
And I guess as he lays there, I'm gonna pull the monk pants off of him and fold him up. I'm gonna fold him up and say, "You don't deserve these."
Oh. And on that note, that is where we'll continue next week. I'd like to thank our deities, Linda Mundorf, Tiberius, and Pete M., our celestials, David Green and Ironjaw, and our hero, Chris Matowski. I believe that's all I actually have for today.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
See you next week.
See you, nerds.
See
See you
Fun.
guys.
See you guys.
He rains his fists down on you.
Okay, bye.
Kind of sounded like fapping, I'm not going to lie.
I bet that's what it sounds like.